Good morning. Today is Monday, April 5th, and is a Green Cohort Day. Attention freshman Vermont students. On Friday, April 9th and Friday, April 16th, you'll be taking the Smarter Balance Assessments, SBAC, from 8 to 11:30. An email will be sent from academics@stjacademy.org to your STJ Labs email with your testing location and information on what you need to do before testing begins on Friday, April 9th. There will also be a list of student locations posted outside the academic office and on the bulletin board in Streeter Hall. Please be sure to check your STJ Labs email for this important information. If you have any questions, please see Mr. Eaton. Now is a great time to start thinking about and applying for summer jobs. Stop by the bulletin board in Streeter Hall between Mrs. Kendall and Mrs. McGarvin's classrooms, Streeter 223 and 225, to see what's out there for jobs. Examples of listings you'll see there are Kingdom Trails, Burke Mountain, Cabot, construction trades, gardening or greenhouse work, and various openings in restaurants and hospitality settings. You'll also find information about virtual job fairs for Vermont State Parks and Clark's Bears. The board will be updated regularly, so check it out often. Good luck to Audrey Royer, who will be competing virtually in the Vermont Skills Job Demonstration Competition today at 1 o'clock. The Division I All-Metro Basketball Awards have been announced. Senior Polly Courier and freshman Hayden Wilkins have earned honorable mention recognition, as voted on by coaches throughout the league for their outstanding performance this basketball season. Congratulations, Polly and Hayden. Happy belated birthday on Friday to Brooke Haggett and Ben Carpenter, on Saturday to Elizabeth LaFlamme, and on Sunday to Emma Greenan. Happy birthday today to Dominic Warren, Dylan Whitehead, and Colton Masher. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you, Sam. Good morning, St. Johnsbury Academy. Happy Monday. So we're delighted to have our next speaker in the public speaking series, but as promised, our next installment in National Poetry Month is this morning. So before I moved to Vermont, I had actually I thought I'd never heard of something called mud season. But it turns out, as I was reading over poetry to try to find a poem for this morning about spring, I realized that one of my all-time favorite poems by Robert Frost is actually it's about mud season, and it's called Two Tramps in Mud Time. And it is actually about what he calls joining our avocation to our vocation, which means joining the thing that you love to do with the thing that you need to do. So I'm going to read Two Tramps in Mud Time this morning. Out of the mud, two strangers came and caught me splitting wood in the yard. And one of them put me off my aim by hailing cheerily, "Hit them hard." I knew pretty well why he dropped behind and let the other go on away. I knew pretty well what he had in mind. He wanted to take my job for pay. Good blocks of oak it was I split, as large around as the chopping block, and every piece I squarely hit fell splinterless as a cloven rock. The blows that a life of self-control spares to strike for the common good that day, giving a loose to my soul, I spent on the unimportant wood. The sun was warm, but the wind was chill. You know how it is with an April day, when the sun is out and the wind is still. You're 1 month on in the middle of May. But if you so much as dare to speak, a cloud comes over the sunlit arch, a wind comes off a frozen peak, and you're 2 months back in the middle of March. A bluebird comes tenderly up to light and turns to the wind to unruffle a plume, his song so pitched as not to excite a single flower as yet to bloom. It is snowing a flake, and he half knew winter was only playing possum. Except in color, he isn't blue, but he wouldn't advise a thing to blossom. The water for which we may have to look in summertime with a witching wand. In every wheel rut's now a brook, in every print of hoof a pond. Be glad of water, but don't forget the lurking frost in the earth beneath that will steal forth after the sun is set and show on the water its crystal teeth. That time when most I loved my task, these two must make me love it more. By coming with what they came to ask, you'd think I had never felt before the weight of an axe head poised aloft, the grip on earth of outspread feet, the life of muscles rocking soft and smooth and moist in the vernal heat. Out of the woods, two hulking tramps from sleeping God knows where last night, but not long since, in the lumber camps. They thought all chopping was theirs of right. Men of the woods and lumberjacks, they judged me by their appropriate tool, except as a fellow handled an axe. They had no way of knowing a fool. Nothing on either side was said. They knew they had but to stay their stay, and all their logic would fill my head. As that I had no right to play with what was another man's work for gain. My right might be love, but theirs was need. And where the two exist in twain, theirs was the better right. Agreed. But yield who will to their separation, my object in living is to unite my avocation and my vocation, as two eyes make one in sight. Only where love and need are one, and the work is play for mortal stakes, is the deed ever really done for heaven and the future's sakes. Thank you. Now I am delighted to introduce Senior Moises Zeytoun to speak to us about gratitude.
Thanks so much. Our dream life. We may not have our dream life, but we have the life that others dream of. We have many reasons to be grateful. One enormous reason to be grateful is due to our good fortune to be here in person at school when many teenagers around the world cannot. Some cannot get even an education at all. Personally, one big reason I am grateful for is for the unique opportunity to be in another country attending in high school. I am grateful for the education and for the people. I will say a little bit more about later, but like you, I also have others' dreams in life. And I know things are not perfect, but I am grateful for what I have. You might even say that I am grateful for my ability to be grateful. I will tell you about how gratitude has helped me in life, but let me first share with you a brief story that I hope you will take away. This is a story about a rich man who was on the balcony of his house, and then he saw a poor man going through the garbage looking for something to eat. And the rich man said, "Thank God, I'm not that one." Then the poor man saw an ambulance passing by with an injured man inside, and the poor man said, "Thank God, I am not that one." The one who was in the ambulance entered to the hospital, and a nurse passed by pushing a stretcher. On it there was a body totally covered with a blanket, and the injured man said, "Thank God, I am not that one." The one on the stretcher, now in heaven, could see the rich man stuck in his greed and selfishness, and he turned to God and said, "Thank you, God, I am not that one." Each one was grateful for not being the one who was worse off, grateful for the suffering that he did not have. They might not have their dream life, but again, they had the life that others dream of. I hope each one was grateful for the many blessings they had. Gratitude has helped me personally to feel more positive emotions, relish good experience, improve my mental health, deal with adversity, and build stronger relationships. I have been able to find joy every day, laugh with friends every day, recover from my mistakes and failures in life, and treat people with love and kindness every day. All of this because I am grateful. Therefore, if you can, and whenever you can, whether you have a lot or a little, or with whatever you have, thank God or thank those. Be thankful if you can see daylight, feel hot or cold. Be thankful for comfort, food, health, and life. When you wake up in the morning, thank God or thank those. When you experience anything, no matter if it's good or bad, thank God. And remember always to thank those who provide you a home. Thank those who provide you food or those who keep you healthy. Thank those who gave you life. Thank those who encourage you to be better. To be grateful, by the way, you're welcome. And for me, when I think in all of those people in my life, and that include many of you fellow students, teachers, proctors, advisors, friends, people who help me every day move closer to my dream life, I say thank God. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Moe. I'm so grateful for being able to start the day that way. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll see you Thursday.